What's up, guys? Welcome to Jaden's New Life. I'm Jaden and I'm an addict. So this channel that I have started is about my story of addiction and recovery. Each week I come up with a new video that either talks about my past in addiction or how I can live today as a recovering addict. If you get some value out of the things that I share and you like my videos, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification as well, and that'll notify you when I bring out a new video. And also feel free to share my videos with anyone you think might get some value from them. So today I want to talk a bit about when my meth addiction started, and it wasn't until I was about 20 years old at a party and I got my first taste of meth. Like, words can't really describe how it made me feel, but I'd never felt that way before in my life. And this party happened on a Saturday night, and throughout that whole next week I found myself thinking about the same thing while I was smoking weed and drinking. All I could think about was hitting this other high that I'd got before. So that next weekend, that was me again on the pipe, and the following weekend after that. And then I found that, I was able to keep partying. I could keep going and keep going. So the intake of the drug got more and more. It started in a week. It started on a Saturday usually, and Monday I was feeling terrible going to work, and then it started to happen Friday nights and Saturday nights. Then I started to realise I needed to save some for Sunday, so I felt better. So it went from just on a Saturday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then there was that dreaded day back at work. So you guessed it right, I started saving some for Monday. Then the binges started taking off on a Thursday instead of a Friday. And before I knew it, I was using every day. I took that through the majority of my life from 20 years old up until I came into recovery on the 22nd of July 2014. I look at it and I see that whole time I chased that same high that I got that very first time I got it. I can't believe that, now looking back at it, that's what I did. I chased that high and I never got there, no matter how much I took. And the most frustrating thing for me at the end was it didn't, I wasn't getting high anymore. Especially to know that I'd lost everything that was important to me in my life. Through stealing and betraying friendships and pretty much just walking all over everybody that was in my life. That was the hardest thing for me, was that it was all because of this drug that actually didn't even work for me anymore. And that's why I just decided that I was going to end my life. But yeah, I just wanted to really share with you guys, that was how my path went from when I first tasted it to where I ended my active addiction back in 2014. It's funny, like, I've battled as well. I've smoked cigarettes every day since I was 11 years old. And what the crazy thing is about it, I've got my youngest daughter right now, she's 12. And I look at her and I think, like, she's so innocent. Like, I can't believe that when I was 11 years old, I'd already got caught smoking the first time. Trying to hide it, and had this, even out my bedroom window, there was a whole heap of cigarette butts on the ground. Like, I was 11 years old. It's the path I went down. I shouldn't laugh. It's just, like, my children, I'm so grateful. Like, and my eldest girl, she's 17 going on 18. I'd already done some time in prison at her age. She's an angel. She's an absolute angel. it's crazy what a life in addiction can do. You know, like, especially starting using from a very young age, and how that played out in my life, you know. But yeah, that's sort of what I wanted to share with you guys today. And you know, why I brought up the smoking thing was because I don't smoke now, by the way. I gave up cigarettes 3 years ago, just over 3 years ago. But in my time in recovery, there was a couple of stints where I did give up for 2 or 3 months, and this is when I really saw addiction at its, you know, I could step back out of myself and see addiction for what it was. You know, I wasn't smoking, and then at that stage I was out searching for a relationship to fill that void inside of me. And I started seeing this woman that smoked, and at the start she was going outside for a smoke. I'd sit outside with her, and then I sat back and watched my brain ticking over, and watching her smoke and think, oh yeah, you know, and before I knew it, I was having a puff, and I had a puff and it tasted like shit. But then, you know, a day or two's time, I was already smoking a full cigarette, and then not long after that, already going down and buying a full packet. You know, like, that was how scary. I could see how addiction works. I could see what would happen to me if I ever decided to pick up a drink or any sort of drug ever again. You know, a lot of people in my life say, oh, you should be alright now, but they just don't understand, you know. You know, and that thought comes to me every now and then as well. You know, I think, oh, well, I might be alright having a beer, but I ain't going to take that risk. You know, so many stories that I've heard of people that have had 20 plus years up in recovery. You know, they've picked up a drink and they've gone straight back to where they were before. You know, like, I don't really need people out there to understand me and to understand. I don't really need that. But, you know, part of my purpose in even this channel is to spread a bit more information out there, what goes on inside of an addict. And so, you know, if anyone can get some value out of this, then, you know, feel free to share it, like I said before. But being an addict, like, that stuff just, like, it just took over me. You know, I was absolutely powerless to any sort of mind-altering substance, no matter what it was. If it was there, I was going to have it. Like, you know, anything to escape my head. And you know, I sort of realised back as well, like, why I used to work so hard. You know, I was one of the hardest workers I'd ever known. And that was because I didn't want to actually face anything that was going on up here. You know, I buried myself in work while I was at work. Towards the end, I was actually high the whole time anyway. But yeah, that's just how it played out for me. And yeah, like I said, I'm here to share bits and pieces about my story. So if anyone's got any questions, feel free to chuck it in the comments below, or reach out to me, private message me. I'm very happy to share any of my experiences with anyone, and even help anyone through things if they need any help. I'm always here. So yeah, like I said before, subscribe to the channel down below and hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye for now.